I gotta record this again because this thing didn't record. Let me curb my enthusiasm, I guess, get a little more excited. Basically, what did I think of the trailer to go over it? I think he looks cool, right? But I feel like this trailer didn't show anything that I didn't already say about him. I'm worried that he's going to be kind of a cheap pop character. And by that, I mean, I don't know what they said about it in the English translations. I just read the Japanese scan myself. But, he has this kind of thing where you do like a special move and then he says you can do this other special move where he jumps at the guy and then do the B special move, blah, blah, blah. So then my idea was, it's going to be like a very cheap pop character, right? It might be very hard to find anything cool for him because he might have a very kind of pre-planned, pre-contrived thing what all his special moves do. So you know what I mean? It might be very hard to get any of these special moves to hit in a different way, right? Because they might all be very cinematic and very specific, right? So it's going to be like, oh, cool, you did A special move to he does this like other special move where he jumps, then you do the B special, it smashes. Then you combo to another special to special, blah, 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 whatever I mean. So cheap pop, right? It's going to look cool, but it's going to be hard to find anything really cool if he's that pre-planned and very cinematic. And from this video, that's what it actually looked like, right? So I'm not really sure what to say. I mean, watching the video again, since I'm recording this again, is it recording? Jesus Christ, hopefully. Hopefully it's fucking recording. What did I have to think about it? The main things that I thought about when I looked at this video is like, that's his hard slash, or his hard, I'm guessing. I'm wondering what that is, right? So because the thing is, he already has so many special moves. Like, I was hoping this trailer was going to show a little bit more of the dynamic or exactly how that special to jump forward, whatever it is, then special again works, right? But this video wasn't really clear because, Dragon Ball FighterZ only has so many moves anyway. So I'm very curious as to what this move is, right? Because is this really just maybe his slash or his ki blast, right? Maybe his ki blast does that. Or I'm wondering if it might be actually his reflect, right? Because if we look at where did it happen exactly? So he has this move, right? So it's like, well, what is this move? Because that wasn't a special move listed in the command things. And I can't imagine he has more special moves, right? Because there's only so many commands in the game anyway. So I wonder is that his slash or his ki blast? Is that his ki button? And then is that his like down key button? So if those are his down key buttons, then these counter things, what key button would that be, right? So that's what I'm wondering. Could that actually be his reflect, right? So that's the counter super, obviously, right? And then he has this thing. I don't know how that's his counter special that it showed in the scan. I don't know how that works. That looks pretty wacky that they exactly just showed him being hit. Looks very strange, you know what I mean? Unless it's like right when he teched that he inputted the command for the thing. I don't know how that works. It looks pretty strange just based on that. I guess we'll have to see it. But again, that was his counter special. So I don't know what these are. And again, I'm not sure what that little wind move was where he shot out some wind and then he shot a little laser beam up. I mean, maybe those were a forward hard slash or a forward attack button. I don't know. But I'm actually wondering if maybe this is his reflect. Kind of like how Videl has a weird reflect. Maybe he has a weird reflect. Right? So again, that was counter super. Don't know how exactly that counter move works. Looks strange, but I guess that's interesting. Again, when we're talking about character being very pre-planned, look at that cinematic just for his throw move. It's cool, for sure. But again, when I was getting into, I felt that the character might be very pre-planned and predetermined. And so these special moves can only hit in a very specific way. Do you get what I'm getting at? That it actually might be hard to find something cool with him because it might be a cheap pop. It might be like, oh shit, it's so cool. I can do special move to special move. You know what I mean? And then it smash, and then I do special move again, then advance, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, it's going to be if all these moves are so pre-planned and predetermined, you're not going to be able to get them to hit in a weird way. You know what I mean? To actually be truly creative, right? So again, I guess I was, I don't know if this is actually his reflect or if that's a slash. Maybe the one thing's a forward hard slash. I don't know. Maybe this is the move that actually is the move that they talk about in the command list where he kind of jumps forward and moves towards the guy that you can then cancel with a special move. I don't know, but again, it's very strange, right? Anyway, level 2 super right there. It all looks cool, right? I mean, very special, but I'm wondering if it's going to be cool in a cheap pop kind of way. And because the game has like a time limit as well, you know what I mean? It might be hard to actually do optimal stuff if everything is so taking so much time off the clock, right? Besides that, you know, they talked about how it comes out May 22nd, which I don't get. I don't know why not release them now? You know, this virus is going crazy, so I feel like that would be a better time to get everyone to play him, an excuse to buy him more people because you have free time. But yeah, so again, what I have to say about it, yeah, he looks cool. I mean, I would assume he's going to look cool, but are you going to be able to find truly creative stuff with him? Mix mashing these specials? Aesthetically, it might look cool, but truly creatively, I'm not sure. Because if you look at it, he looks kind of like I said. All his special moves look very pre-planned and predetermined, like they have a very specific set, very specific cinematic of what they do, right? So I'm wondering how it's going to work. So basically, my opinion on him is still the same from the scan because we didn't really see anything legitimately new. I don't think if that makes sense, right? We just saw, yeah, he still looks cool, but I want to see how that one property of special move, the special move works, etc. But I guess we'll see. I'm sure maybe they'll show him off before he actually comes out. But anyway, hopefully it recorded this time. The end.